1/3 of the oil reserve. That is the largest release ever. And this is only the fourth time this measure has been taken. It happened during the Gulf War, after Hurricane Katrina, and the 2011 Libyan civil war. President Biden will tap into 1 million barrels a day, but that's only a drop in the bucket when it comes to domestic oil consumption. The U.S. currently uses around 20 million barrels a day. And Americans aren't only seeing sticker shock at the gas station. The Commerce Department today said people are also paying sharply higher prices for food and other necessities. Inflation is rising at the fastest rate in 40 years. The average price of gas in the U.S. now stands at $4.23 a gallon. That's up 47% from just a year ago. And on Wall Street today, stocks tumbled to the close, with all three major indexes falling more than 1.5% on the day. Well, clearly we have a lot of news to get to tonight, and we'll begin with CBS's.
Good evening, Nora. Tonight, President Biden is offering gas customers like the ones you see behind me a wartime bridge, as he describes it, to get through the fuel-intensive demands of the summer until U.S. production picks up this fall. But with so much at play on the global energy market, there's just no guarantee what you pay to fill up will come down.
I say enough.
Tonight, President Biden on an unprecedented effort to ease the financial squeeze for fuel, placing the blame for recent jumps in global energy prices squarely on Russia's war in Ukraine.
Our prices are rising because of Putin's action. There isn't enough supply. And the bottom line is, if we want lower gas prices, we need to have a more oil supply right now.
Mr. Biden announcing several new efforts, including accessing 1/3 of the nation's strategic petroleum reserve until October.
I would call it the mother of all strategic petroleum release.
Oil analyst Tom Closer welcomes the news, citing record prices not only for consumer gas, but for byproducts like jet fuel and diesel, impacting all corners of the economy, contributing to inflation. How long do you think it will take between this announcement and Americans seeing the result at the pump?
I think we get a little bit of relief here in April and May.
Meanwhile, drivers in Maryland and Georgia are enjoying a so-called holiday from state gas taxes.
I'm glad it's going down a little bit now.
It seems to be making an improvement.
With Connecticut drivers joining Friday, and more than a dozen other states debating this or offering reductions.
We can see an uptick.
Patrick DeHaan of the fuel data website GasBuddy measured consumption jumps as a result of tax holidays and says that's a warning.
Sheltering Americans from the consequences of high price could induce more gasoline consumption, and it could cause gas prices to go up more dramatically.
Experts also explained to CBS News that at this time of year, stations switch over to a summer blend of gasoline, which costs more to produce, likely meaning more of this.
I used to go where I want to go, now I go where I have to go.
Now, one thing to keep in mind is that tax rebates, if they are passed by states like California, typically come out of any tax refund you would otherwise receive. And here in Maryland, it's actually the station owners who get the tax holiday, with the state expecting those savings to be passed along to customers. So, Nora, there's just no easy fix to what continues to be an expensive problem.
Yeah, well said, Errol Barnett. Thank you so much. Well,